with Mr. Get That Work and Hawk Von Dame. Grab your device of choice and tune in. You'll never know what topics gon' get it on the chin. Boxing, MMA, UFC as well. They discuss who got the win, who took the L, who won the belt, who pound for pound, who fell, who ready for war, who got next. Ring the bell.
Yo,
okay, we here.
We back again.
We back. Yeah.
People don't actually know we had massive technical difficulties real quick, mainly because of me. So we've been talking for about 10 minutes, and I didn't hit the go live button. We need a producer. Anyone who's interested, anyone who's interested, you gotta hit the DMs, man. Also, if you want to come on the show, we not hardcore UFC guys. We're not even gonna pretend to be hardcore UFC guys.
Yeah. Straight facts.
Fans, just like that. We fight fans. We just gonna give you our opinion on the big UFC card this weekend. If you want to join in on, we also gonna talk about Canelo and Bibble. We also gonna touch on whatever. But if you want to come on, hit us up in the comments and we'll throw you in here. You got something to say, and we'll let you jump on with us, man. So this weekend, we got I forgot who we got. Who do we got?
Your boy, man. Your man's in them, son. Mazadov, bro.
I'm a little shell shocked real quick on some Ninja Turtle shit. Yo, we really recorded for 10 minutes. And I didn't hit the go live button.
That was a good 10 minutes too, bro.
Yeah, man.
That shit was golden, but it's all right. You know, it happens, man.
Yeah.
It happens,
right.
man.
So we hit live. What's good? Mazadov, and we got Kobe Covington.
Yeah.
Now, I kind of feel like it's just Usman scraps or whatever. I want to know which way you going with the fight, man.
I mean, like I said, man, Mazadov just goes back for me. You know what I'm saying? He's, somebody that I watched since Kimbo Slice days in the backyard. I gotta go with him, man. I got to, but I know Covington is no pushover.
Yeah,
he's definitely no pushover, but I'm definitely going with Mazadov.
I felt like felt like Kobe didn't have nothing for Usman's striking, and I don't love Usman striking. I actually don't like him at all. I stay getting slack whenever I say that.
Why?
I don't know. I just can't stand him. I don't know. I find him boring. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just hate. I don't know. I just don't like him. But I love Jorge, man. Mazadov, like you said, back when he started with the Kimbo Slice days. I love his hands. I love his skills.
Yeah.
But if he takes an L in this fight, it's about that time to call up Jake Paul.
Jake Paul.
Yes.
Wait. Time out. So you would rather see him get knocked out by Jake Paul than Covington?
No. First of all, I don't think he'll get knocked out by Jake Paul. Jake Paul said... Yeah. Jake Paul said UFC. He'll come over to the UFC. He's got a personal vendetta with Dana White. I don't know why he acting like Dana White's taking money out of his pocket, but
okay. Oh, so you don't mean in a boxing ring? You mean in an octagon?
Yeah, I don't think he has any chance.
Okay, because that's what I thought you were talking about at first, and I'm like, nah, my man, that's not a good look for him.
Oh, you going with guy? Wait, if they get in the ring.
In a boxing ring?
Yeah.
I'm definitely going with Mr. Gotcha Hat. Hell yeah. Of course.
Oh, shit.
That's not even a thought. I'm definitely going with him, man.
So you think Tyron Woodley got better hands than Mazadov?
No.
Where's the
No, but I mean, it's not an octagon, man. This kid is getting better every fight, and he's just proven that.
Yeah,
he's proven that he's getting better every fight. So I mean, if I'm a UFC guy with a name that's, you know, on a decline, if I want to make a bag, yeah, I'll go in there with Jake Paul. But I mean, you're going to suffer the consequences of being embarrassed. So maybe you should just not do it. You know what I'm saying? If you hard pressed, then all right. If not, don't even worry about that. Leave that shit alone.
No, I dig that, man. I dig that. That's really, I looked at the undercard. That's really the only fight that I'm really excited about. Oh, no. Greg Hardy. Greg Hardy is the first fight. Heavyweight. Used to be the NFL player.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. Y'all would love to have him on the show, especially because when he got knocked out last time, we went hard on it. I wish I could show the trailer of me.
This doesn't sound like a guy who wants him on the show. Like, if I was the head at and I was him, like, I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to see you, motherfucker. Yeah. That's not enticing at all.
Fuck it, man. Come on the show. Let me have it, man. That's the point we do this shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we, you know, well, not you. I made fun of him last time he got knocked out. They called me, you know, one of these Twitter warriors. But I just want to preference this by saying, I just came from doing 30 minutes on the elliptical and Planet Fitness. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. You heard him? Yo. Whenever you want, call me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Yeah, man. He don't want the smoke, man.
Okay. Hey, you feeling confident? That's good, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm fucking around. If Greg Harden came, I'm running on some running back shit. You don't have to tackle me. Yeah.
Nah, don't run. Just go in the fetal position. That's it.
That's worse, man. He gonna stomp on me like fucking great.
Nah, he might have mercy. You never know, man. You gotta hope he had mercy.
Play dead, like if you fucking
Yeah.
I guess you ain't see The Reverend or whatever it is with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's not
I remember that.
Oh yeah, nah. Yeah,
you never know.
Situation, man. I'll pass.
Oh shit, yo. I want to talk about the Canelo fights, and I mean everybody knows by now. If you're not living under a rock, you should know. Canelo has a 2-fight deal with DAZN. The first one being with Bibble, the second one being with Triple G. That would be number 3, the third fight that they would have. And you know, a lot of people are upset not just because they wanted to see him fight somebody else, but because DAZN has made that a pay-per-view fight. So even if you already are subscribed to DAZN, for anybody who doesn't know, you have to pay to see that fight. And you know, they asked Eddie Hearn about this shit, and he was kind of talking in circles. And he was saying, well, you know, Canelo's such a big star. That's why, you know, we had to do this, and we kind of got to keep up with the competition, and you know, little bullshit things like that. But how do you feel about that?
I don't mind that being a pay-per-view fight, man. It's not the fight that I want to see, though. I'm not sure how you feel. There's only really 2. I'm not gonna say 3. I know there are people that want to see. I know there's people that want to see Andrade. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Not that I dislike Andrade. I want to see him either fight Charlo or the main event. I want to see him fight David. I don't mind the Bibble fight. There's no reason he should be fighting Triple G. Not one. Now, how do you feel about the Bibble thing? But then I want to know about the Triple G thing.
Well, I'm going to keep it short and simple. Canelo fighting Bivol, would I pay for that? Okay, sure, I'll pay for it. Triple G, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Why would I want to watch another fight with Triple G where most likely if he doesn't knock Canelo out, he's gonna lose the decision, and I'm paying to watch Canelo win another fight if it goes to decision. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I don't mind paying the pay-per-view. I understand there's a lot of, a lot of slack on the zone because that's how they promoted themselves when they first came out, saying that we don't have pay-per-view fights over here. You pay monthly subscription and you're going to get to watch all these fighters fight. Now they're talking pay-per-view, so they get a lot of slack for that shit. But is Canelo versus Bivol a pay-per-view fight? Yes. Canelo versus Beterbiev? I think so, yeah. Canelo unifies at 175, sure. Triple G, not somebody I want to see. Not a third match who I know if it goes to decision, Canelo's going to get the victory. I'm good on that.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that, man. Totally. There was some other big news, but real quick, I'm going to get into that. Remind me to get into the breaking news. But hold on, we got a guest on the check-in. Hold on, we got my man Mike. Hold on. Yo, that's good, brother.
No shit.
This man talking about some Canelo, like okay, I just commented, man. Canelo is looked at like LeBron James. He can do no wrong, man. Even if he does, he could go out and whoop somebody's ass the first round. And I promise you, they're gonna be like, well, he should have done that. It's Canelo, he's pound for pound. He's supposed to be this and that. Think about it, man. LeBron James can go out and dominate, just like how he did the whole Eastern Conference. And then he goes to LA and he loses his first year. He's hurt pretty much. Oh, LeBron James isn't like that. He's not this and that and third. But as soon as he wins it again, the very next year, he's supposed to do that, right? Same thing,
Well, I mean, this topic was more so. Who do you want to see him fight? I just don't want to see him fight Triple G for a third time, because if it goes to decision, most likely he's going to get the decision. So Triple G to me won the first fight. I thought he won the first fight. Same. The second fight, there's some people feel like he still should have won. I thought it should have been a draw, but I could see how people may think that. If it goes the distance, he's not going to win. So it's like, why fight him again? Why fight him again?
You can see that for this Jorge Masvidal and Colby Covington fight, right? So a reporter asked Colby Covington, he said, hey, do you think you deserve a title fight again after this, or do you want to fight Dustin Poirier? Covington, knowing he's going to get his ass whooped if he fights Usman again, he said, no, I want to fight Poirier. This is more of it's something that he's looking forward to. He's not really looking forward to that. He's looking for Usman to lose that belt so he can get a chance to win. There's a big difference to that, you can put that in that same, category. Like Triple G, you can't say that he's sorry. I know he's old, but come on, man. Like, it's like fine wine. I'm going to turn it back. It's like LeBron James. Oh, he's old, this and that. LeBron James, 28 points a game. Triple G still beating. He's still winning. It's not like Triple G's sitting here, on, the losing route.
No. Yo, Mike, I almost ain't recognize you without your cowboy hat.
Oh,
hey,
damn.
I try to take that little piece out too. Come out. We want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
That look better.
I don't want you to be depressed. We talking about UFC. I don't want you to be depressed.
No. Chill out.
So real quick,
I'm gonna have to go no cam.
Yeah. Yo, there's no time out.
Night at the bar, he talking about some Cowboys.
Yeah, no. Which way you going this weekend, man?
Man,
you going Masvidal or you going Kobe?
You got to go with Kobe, man. Masvidal was what, 35-13, and that's MMA. That's not just UFC. But the thing is, Kobe's like 15-3, and in their last 5 fights, both fighters only lost 2 fights, and they were both to the champion, Usman, both times. So the thing that Usman said was, it's harder to take Jorge down than people think because Kobe's a wrestler. He likes to do that. He was going to get cut up until he had this whole little debacle in Brazil where he beat Homeboy and then started calling him, a dump and yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
he is that guy that wrestles. So Usman was like, it's gonna be harder than what you think. You know, Usman was a wrestler too in college, All-American. And with Kobe, you know, people think he can't really strike like that. But hey, he should honestly be in the, a step ahead because he was always fighting, street fighting and whatnot. So, but Usman was like, he's got to think about that too. So they both counter each other out. But at the end of the day, you got to go with Covington because Covington's only lost 3 times, and he's like, the guy tried to fight with his jaw broken, man.
Yeah, first of all, to get in that octagon, you tough, man. We give all those fighters that he
had his jaw broke.
Yeah,
and
but how did you?
Didn't even get that chance. He got hit and he folded.
How did he look standing up against Usman?
Kobe a lot better than Masvidal.
Nah, man.
Kobe was a lot better. Nah. Kobe got his jaw broke, bro. Kobe got his jaw broke, and he was still trying to scrap. Masvidal got hit. I know you saw that. That was the first time Masvidal's ever been knocked out.
It's the second fight. What about the first one?
The first fight, it was like, 3-4 days notice? And that's when Usman was talking about he's hard to take down than what you think because Usman was training that whole time for wrestling. Usman was more like Makhachev right now and Khabib. Usman evolved. Whenever he beat Willie for that championship belt, you saw he was taking him down. He wasn't really worried about getting outstruck. Willie wasn't. He was trying to get the takedowns. And Willie was an All-American wrestler too. Yeah, so he evolved.
He struck your boy though, man.
Wait, talk about. Well, let's ask in more detail. You feel like Kobe's gonna get the victory, and all right, so that's cool. How does he get it?
I'm gonna go TKO. TKO. You gotta go with that because they're not gonna wrestle. These dudes hate each other. Did you hear what Kobe said in the interview? When Masvidal was like, "Oh, he was living off my couch," Kobe said, "No, we was living off your girl's couch."
Oh,
his girl was the only one that had a job.
Oh, shit!
So that had steady income. So she was putting all of that together while he was sitting there trying to fight for $5,000 checks every once in a while if he won, yada yada. So Kobe called him out on that.
Wrong thing, man. That sounds like a playboy to me. He got it for him, man. That's my idol right there, man. What you talking about, man?
It's straight and it's straight to a certain extent.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, any ladies watching the show that want to pay for me? Like I just said, I was on the elliptical for a couple minutes. I want
you hear this one?
The DM game on all platforms. You heard?
Yo. Oh shit.
Oh my god, boy.
All right, so 2-1, Masvidal, but I definitely gonna consider what you're saying because you watch more MMA than us.
Yeah, that.
You might be on to something over here. I might not know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm definitely all right. So let the people know if you feel like Kobe's gonna win, what fight should we watch that I guess makes you feel like that confident, like who he fought up, like what did he do where, and you know what I'm saying? Let us know. Cause I'm still thinking Masvidal because of the hands, the grit. Which fight did Kobe do well in that you think is that gives him the victory?
So as far as the track records, right? If you look at Masvidal's fight track record, he's lost to no names.
How early though was that? Was that early in his career or later in his career?
I just looked. Let me pull this up. I got it. Let's see.
I'm glad you doing that.
This guy
bring out my glasses, man.
Okay, so who in the world is Lorenzo Larkin? Let me ask you that. Lorenzo Larkin, my boy. Who is Lorenzo Larkin? That's who Masvidal lost to.
But again, when was that though?
This was 2016, and then he
Okay.
didn't lose again until he fought Damian Maia, which is a pretty good fight.
Yeah, Damian
He's a
Maia.
pretty good fighter.
Yeah.
Then he went on a winning streak again, and he lost with Stephen Thompson and Kamaru Usman. But Lorenzo Larkin, this guy's been fighting since, let's see, UFC fights since 2007. But you lose to Lorenzo Larkin in 16? Who is that?
Hold on, Mike. You know this far too well, man. UFC, you legit got a puncher's chance. Boxing, not so much. Even though lately, it's been a lot of upsets. Josh Taylor shit wasn't really called an upset, but there's been a lot of upsets.
I get puncher's chance.
UFC,
he lost by a split decision. There's a difference from getting knocked out. Puncher's chance in UFC is different than boxing. Puncher's chance in UFC is something like, let me think. That's like Ngannou Stipe, when Ngannou got the championship belt, when he knocked him out. That was a puncher's chance that was really lucky, because if you saw that, right, when Ngannou rocked Stipe, Stipe fell back, got up. Ngannou thought he could take that. Stipe hit him, almost knocked him out. If Ngannou didn't land that next punch, he was getting beat. That's a puncher's chance. Boxing puncher's chance is a lot different than UFC puncher's chance, because it only takes one.
Yeah. See, when I mean like a puncher's chance, I mean like a guy like Canelo could literally pick and choose and never lose again for the rest of his career. You cannot do that in UFC, because even if you pick a no-name bum, maybe his strength is your weakness, and you just get dominated, where you get taken down and abused the whole fight or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I don't mean the puncher's chance in the sense that is just like someone duffs you and the fight's over. They could tap you out, whatever it is. You could block the leg kick and fuck up your foot, and now you can't really move. It's way different compared to boxing in that sense, but that's all I'm.
You can say that.
There's definitely more things.
So right now,
man, this is someone who was fighting in the backyard streets, man.
Yeah. So right now, right, Islam Makhachev, he is like a mini Khabib, they said, but he's lost one. Khabib never lost.
Right.
One thing that they say right now is dominating the MMA fight game is just the wrestling part. So Khabib never lost. I don't know how Makhachev lost, but Khabib never lost because he was a dominant wrestler. If you look at his videos, that puncher's chance never stood a chance against him.
Right.
Conor rocked him a few times, and Conor to Dustin Poirier is the hardest hitting, fighter he's ever faced. And that's somebody who beat Conor twice. Twice. The second one was whatever that shit was. It didn't count as a loss. But when you get into MMA, that puncher's chance, I'm telling you, like, Khabib could take hits. Look at Khabib sucks so bad at striking. But nobody's going to ever talk about that because he's 29-0 and all he did was submit everybody. Yeah. And he was excellent at that.
Right.
So you could hit Khabib with a brick and he gonna get right back up and just wrestle you the whole time. I mean, the guy wrestled bears. It's a different world of having a chance in MMA. Like Bobby Green, when Makhachev just submitted him in the first round within like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He had a chance if he stood up. But as soon as he went to the ground, it was over. He ground and pounded him. He didn't even move. He legit had to end that fight. Herb Green ended that fight. Herb Dean ended that fight within the next 6 punches because he couldn't move. It's wrestling. There's a difference in that. Like it's just it's levels to it as far as how dominant you can be. You can be a Canelo and Floyd. How people say they want to pick and choose, and Canelo, it's like he said, Canelo, if he wanted to, he work his way around the fight to win the fight. But in UFC, it's just a whole different ballgame.
No, it is, man. And one thing I want to say about the whole Canelo thing, man, I felt the same criticism that people gave Floyd, you should be giving Canelo. And if you gave criticism to Mayweather, you better have that same type of energy towards Canelo. I don't like when fighters, especially the head honchos, the top of the game, pick and choose who they want based on, I guess, like who they feel they favor more. Because I don't really think that these are the fights that the fans want to see. I know I don't want to see it. But, there was breaking news. I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet. I should have did that before I even mentioned it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But we're not going to fact check right now. Let someone just call me out later. Gervonta Davis, Rolly.
I saw that.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, I don't know if that's confirmed, but I would definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that. If I mean, I'm saying that should be wild entertaining. Rolly, he talks a lot of shit, and it's pretty fucking hilarious. It's hilarious. And Tank, he thinks he's that guy at 135, and he probably is. So it should be a good fight, man. But Rolly is not fearful of Tank at all, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
He Rolly clowns everybody, so it should be a good fight, man. The press conference should be wild, and if that happens, I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah.
How did y'all think that went where Canelo got asked about Ryan Garcia, where he was just like,
oh yeah,
how do y'all think that was?
I mean, certain things should be behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. You know what I'm saying? The reporter, he knew, there's probably maybe some tension, maybe, who knows? But certain questions maybe you should just not even bother answering, and maybe God should have never asked him. So that was a just response. He didn't really even respond. He just waved it off, walked away. He didn't give a shit. Which that's how it should be. That's how it should be, man.
Nothing bugs me out more than that man saying payday. I'm telling you, he's like every interview he goes into, like he went on a podcast for Ariel Hawani and he was like payday, and I was like, this dude done got that down to a T. He just calling everybody it's payday. They want the payday, and I'm like, dude, everybody wants the payday, but you got to think.
No, that was his translation, man. That's what he learned, how he learned to talk, man.
I mean, honestly, when I hear that though, it kind of sounds like a really good answer, defense mechanism to kind of avoid certain people. And like I said, I don't have no issue with Canelo. I said before, if he fights any one of these guys at 175, well, not anyone. If he fights Bibble or Beterbiev, I will be happy with that. And he's fighting Bibble. Bibble's a young guy. He's in his prime. He's strong, higher weight class. Maybe there's some people not giving him a shot, but he's a tough kid. He's tough. He's no pushover. So I like the fight, but that's not the fight I would prefer. But it's still a good fight.
It's a good fight. It's not the best fight. It's a good
fight.
It's
a good fight. So what I'm saying. With that being said, I know to talk back to what Hawk was saying. Yeah, he deserves some criticism, but if he fights, somebody who has somewhat of a chance, and that's what people wanted to see, he's going to get credit. So I think this kid has a chance. So I want to see the fight. Triple G, like I said, I don't think he got a chance.
He's older. He is older.
That's a fight we could just bypass, man.
I'm not paying for that.
Do y'all think that it's like honestly, what is Canelo, 31?
Something like that. He's
31.
He's a young guy.
At this time of his career, because he's been fighting for a long time, even though he's only 31.
Mm-hmm.
He's been fighting for a long time. like, do y'all call that ducking, or is it just something that people just want to say now? Because there's a bunch of people saying, "Oh, he's ducking the fights," and it's like this guy's been fighting for a long time, and he's never. I mean, people say, "Oh, he's running from Andrade," or however you want to. Is it Andrade?
Yeah, Andrade. Yeah.
Yeah. So they say he's running from him and whatnot, but this guy, I mean, he's fighting. When people look back on it, they're going to be like, "Okay, this guy, he fought. You know, he didn't say no to fights. It's kind of the his choice to." I wouldn't say like
I'm not.
He didn't float it. He didn't float it. He didn't float it and fought people late in their careers. He's fighting them, but it's not like he's fighting. He's not putting a poll on Twitter, bro, and going like, "Who y'all want to see him fight next?" He's like basing it off of their career projectability too. Like it's not like, oh, they're on the slide. These guys, he's fighting like Bibble and them, like how he just took over last year and just wiped out that whole division. Like he's not fighting old heads. He's actually fighting champions, though.
Nah, see, that's the same thing I felt about Mayweather, man.
But the Mayweather fight champions.
I remember back when Roy was going after, whatever in his mind he went after, because he wasn't undefeated. He ended up getting the DQ. Roy wanted to be the best out there. He was jumping all over division, and he was so good he couldn't find a prime rival. He had to go all over the place to find people. And everyone he was fighting nobodies. It's not that they were nobodies. He was just that good, and there was no one really out there. He beat James Toney, Hall of Fame fighter. Beat Bernard Hopkins, Hall of Fame fighter. They weren't fighters out there. He made them look good. This is different, and it's the same thing with Mayweather. I criticize Mayweather because Mayweather had prime fighters at the time. Legacy-making fights. Mayweather could have went down as the greatest of all time. Why he's not? Because he didn't have those career-defining fights. His choice. He talks about the difference between Floyd Money Mayweather and Pretty Boy Floyd. Canelo deserves the same goddamn criticism.
No.
You got David Benavidez. You got Charlo. You got Arthur. Someone else pronounce his name because
better be that.
Yeah, man. Wolverine. You got these three fighters that are primed, ready to go. I don't want to hear about Triple G. I don't want to hear about Triple G. That shit should be in the discussion. Man.
So if you
talking about after I get done with Triple G, we could do this. They gotta fight each other. No, you gotta fight them. What do you mean they gotta fight?
He can't fight 5 niggas at one time.
He can fight one of them.
Press the N-word. He can't fight 5 of them at one time. No. I mean, this guy.
I'm gonna tell you what.
They got so many people that want to fight him. Even Usman, the UFC champion, want to fight him. Right? They got so many people wanting to fight him, and they know why. They get that payday to fight him. He just wiped out a whole division. And now he's trying to go up in weight, take out somebody who people are saying the best. At the end of their careers, when you look back at Floyd's record and you look back at Canelo's record, who beat the most champions? That's in different weight classes.
I hate when people bring up that argument. I'm glad you did that. That's gonna be
who beat the most champions.
Video. Now I'm gonna use that to make a video to counteract that. When Mayweather says that dumb shit, it's 4 belts in every weight division. Of course you beat the most champions. There's mad belts out here.
There is mad belts out here, but here's the thing. You said 4 belts in this weight division, right?
Yeah, that's like picking the small. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that guy, the oldest one with the belt. Nah,
their records,
man.
Okay, so name a fighter that Floyd fought that was later in his career that was I guess you could say kind of near their prime, but still just like top.
I never felt that he fought prime fighters, but he did fight Canelo. And
Canelo was super young though.
True, but that's not his job though. My job ain't. I'm not gonna pamper you and groom you to beat me. That's stupid. Like I'm not gonna go. Yeah, let me wait for. Let me help this guy get better.
Oh, that's fine, but
if you on top of your game, you number one, you an ace, you pound for pound, you up there with me. Let's make this super fight happen. You know what the problem is? Everyone's scared to take that fucking L. Everyone, from the young boys to the fucking top of the thing. Everyone is trying to get the payday. And Canelo
Charlo gonna beat Canelo.
Yo, hold on, Mike. Canelo, hey, payday, right? What happened back when Mayweather was top of the hill? Why did he want to fight Mayweather? I'm
gonna be honest, I really don't know. I ain't want to make nothing. I don't know why he wanted to fight. I know they was talking about Canelo was the next young star, and the next thing you know, he got schooled. It was like he was toying with the boy, but
he did it for the payday himself. He did it for the payday. He was struggling to make that weight. He didn't have to stay in that. He could have moved up to 160 and started making his way going after Triple G, the monster. He eventually went and fought him. But why did he wait to fight Floyd first? For the payday.
I'm gonna jump in there with Canelo, man.
Because I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you what it is with Canelo. Again, I like Canelo. Sometimes I don't like how he moves, but I like Canelo. The reason why some people give him slack, and even Oscar De La Hoya, who at the time when they was cool, gave him slack because Oscar said from himself, his words was, in order for Canelo to be great, he needs to fight Charlo or Andre. That's what he said himself, because at the time they was in the same weight class at 154. Then Canelo moved to 160. Then they're at 160 together. Oscar De La Hoya said if he wants to be great, he needs to fight these guys. So when you move up from 154, you could have fought him. 160, you could have fought him. Now you're at 168. It kind of does look a certain way. And at the time, Andre had the belt. And he's just like, yo, I thought everybody wants to be a champion. I'm offering you this fight. You want to be a champion? You don't got a belt. Fight me. So did he duck Andre? I think so. Because maybe the style, maybe he didn't like his style or whatever. But I think it would have been a good fight. Now, when it comes to like later on in his career, you say he just unified and cleared out the division. That's true. But he didn't fight the toughest person in that division. He didn't fight Benavidez. People want to see that fight. And he's going to get criticism for that. So because he knows he's going to get criticism, what do? Let me move up and fight somebody else to kind of wash away, me not fighting David Benavidez, the toughest person in that division. Because if you see me move up, you're going to let me rock. You're going to be like, you moved up to fight somebody else. But really, that's a tough fight. That's a legacy fight. David Benavidez at 168 is a legacy fight. That's a bigger fight than Bibble at 175 and Triple G. It's a better fight. So that's why people give him criticism.
Was it between just like I guess I know we had two fights lined up there. Was there two fights lined up in another?
Are you talking about I forgot his name, something with an M or something like that, the dude who was at cruiserweight?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was an African guy at cruiserweight that's a champion that they originally said was supposed to be the mandatory for Canelo. And now that fight ended up not happening. But
I think he realized that he got a lot of backlash with that one. So he decided to go to 175. If he clears out 175, even though Joe Smith will be easy. But he have Benavidez and Bivol. If he cleans out 175, I would give him all the props in the world.
No,
but did he duck Andre? He did. He really did, because he probably didn't care for his style. He could have fought him at 154. He could have fought him at 160. He could have fought him at 168, and he never fought him. And I told back then, Andre had the belt and was offering the fight.
You talking about Andrade?
Andrade. I think that's the only person that I would clearly say he ducked.
Yeah.
Charlo, I think would be a good fight. I think he beats Charlo, but I think it would be a good fight right now. Maybe back then it was looking a little closer. Right now, it looks like Canelo would definitely beat him. But it's still a fight that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's still a fight people want to see. You know, the thing with Mayweather, he didn't fight people in their prime. Most of his competition, and I'll say that myself, most of his competition wasn't in their prime. And, you know, whatever. Maybe a few people. Canelo was going to his prime. Victor Ortiz probably was in his prime, but wasn't shit. Maybe Madonna. But a lot of his fights, he didn't fight them in their prime. So that's why he gets a lot of slack. Pacquiao, he should have had the Pacquiao fight 4 years earlier. So for me,
think so too.
Yeah, for me, Mayweather should have fought people in his prime. Canelo, sometimes
not Canelo,
he moves around too well.
He should have fought Cotto. I want to say like maybe right after that Ricky Hatton. That would have been an incredible fight. That's where Cotto was coming off of beating Sugar Shane Mosley. He was at his height.
Right.
Mayweather was already took like it's almost a passing of a torch when the head of the boxing, the golden boy, the star, which happened to be Oscar De La Hoya, lost to Floyd. Floyd ended up taking it. The thing was, Floyd got a lot of his fans. People loved him, but it was a huge amount that just wanted to see him lose, regardless of the reason why they watched. People were watching, but a majority of them wanted to see him lose. People weren't excited about his opponents. They were paying for fights simply to see him lose. It was almost like, I don't like this guy. I want to pay. Hopefully he loses. No one was excited about a lot of those fights, man. That's kind of how I feel about the Canelo situation. And I don't care about race. So I'm going to fucking go just as hard, if not harder, because you were talking shit. Canelo was talking shit about Mayweather. So I'm going to go just as hard as I did on Canelo, the same way I did about Mayweather. You deserve the same type of energy. I'm not excited about Bibble. It's not a bad fight. Just the way a lot of Mayweather joints to Madonna, that's not a bad fight. Canelo, it's not a bad fight. But when you got prime guys sitting there on the sideline, yo, fight them. That's what's bothering a lot of boxing fans. Then you got the bullshit that happened with the robbery last weekend.
Oof.
It's too much, man. You can't be getting hit from all angles and then get a undercard and that's fight of the year. That's not inspiring the boxing fans, man. Yeah. And the zone's making you pay for a pay-per-view. After a while, it wears on you, man. That's why UFC's winning. You know, it didn't mean to go on a rant, but I'm just saying. Same type of energy. Let's be fair.
Hold on. We gotta address something because before Mike came in here, he wrote in the comments he wanted to see AB back. So I gotta ask.
Oh shit.
Who did you want to see AB fight? Because
I don't
throw his hands.
I don't even care I don't care who he fights. He can fight Jake Paul for all I care. Hey.
Yo, I got the perfect.
I don't care.
I got the perfect opponent for him. Let's see him in there with Boots, baby.
Boots will kill him. What? It's not even
You bugging. No, I'm trying to see an entertaining fight. I ain't trying to see somebody die.
Oh, man.
He can go against Jake Paul in there. We'll see how that work out. And then if he can do what Tyron Woodley couldn't do for us, we'll talk about it after that.
You brought up a good fight earlier in the week when me and Work were talking. Conor Ben versus AB. That's an exciting fight right there, man. Say what you want. AB's an entertainer, man.
Yeah, he's an entertainer on the mic, not with his hands. I'm sorry, he don't throw.
He got
punches. He don't throw punches, man. Like he don't throw no punches, man. It don't matter who he's in there with. He just don't throw enough for me, man. You know, right now he's just a name. He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman for sure, man. If you wanna get a good name, you go in there with him, or a decent name, or if you want to look like you got something, you fight Adrian Broner. And then whoever knocks him out first, they're gonna get props because he ain't never been knocked out.
Yeah.
Hey, think about this. Adrian Broner. Is Adrian Broner and Ryan Garcia in the same weight class? I don't know.
Nah. Adrian Broner not making 135 no more.
Nah, but Ryan Garcia was up at 147 to fight Spence.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Think about that. AB getting his ass whooped by Ryan Garcia.
I'm thinking about the other Garcia, man.
Yeah. Nah, that would be.
Yo, we just completely skipped over Rolly and Tank, man.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, it's still an exciting fight. It's exciting. We just want to see it happen. Last time, shit kind of fell apart, so I'm gonna wait to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it fell apart last time.
I'm trying to find my Rolly clip.
My man Rolly is a wild boy, man. But yo, let me ask you about Fury and White, man. I'm not sure what you think about that, but you know, it seems like the year of the underdogs. But I'm still going with Fury, but White does have a chance. What do you think? How you think that fight is close, or you think Fury just washes him?
It ain't close.
Damn.
And you know that's Fury's retirement fight, right? Fury was talking about it on Ariel Wani's podcast. He was like, "This is retirement fight. He's going out on top." That's why he likes Khabib. He was like, he went out on top. You know, don't go out looking sad like Conor McGregor. You know, you out here just talking on Twitter now. You know, Khabib did it the right way. He said he wanted to do it the right way, the same as that way. Go out on top. Who's been you know, he's gonna always be called the lineal champ and whatnot. And he was like, dude, this, you know, he doesn't think that he has more talent than Wilder, like the other guy, as far as a chance to win. But he's giving all the fighters the same amount of respect so that he doesn't lose. You know, so he knows that he's not going out on his like he's, if he wanted to still fight, he could fight and win. But he wants to go out, you know, healthy. He's going to have over 150 mil in the bank, he said. Like, he doesn't have any worries. This guy ain't getting close to him if he's already talking like that. Like, at least he said Wilder has a chance. This guy doesn't have a chance.
Nah,
I'm gonna definitely say that I don't believe he's gonna retire, man.
Nah, me neither.
I think it's too much money there.
He want to retire, but he'll come back eventually. Like, if he wanted to fight Ngannou or something like that, if that was really going to happen, he was talking about stuff like that and like down the road, because he's not old. He said he would come back, but he was going to retire after this. But it would have to sound right.
Nah,
I don't know, man, because
it sounds like a play for negotiating money.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much money left on the table. He
way too much.
You can make a fight with his countryman, AJ. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. I just want to send my prayers and my condolences to all the people out there in Ukraine, because you know, who knows what's going to happen. And you know, Usyk is a belt holder, so you know, maybe that fight never happens. But there's still a lot of money on the table, so you know, I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's just saying that, but there's a lot of it's money on the table. There's money on the table.
I'm gonna say this right now. That turns out to be that fight between, if it ever happens, saying it right now, Tyson Fury, AJ goes down as the highest paying fight of all time. I think it's Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather right now. That fight tops it.
I don't know, man, because if Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence ever fight, I'm making sure I watch that.
Yo,
I'm making sure I go out of my way to watch that.
Those two dudes are amazing fighters. Clearly the best fighters of this, you know, right now. they're not as big as a draw as Tyson Fury or AJ.
I didn't know, honestly, maybe because I'm over here in the US, I don't know AJ's that big of a draw in the US. Maybe in UK.
They love him over there, man. They gonna sell out fucking 4 stadiums. They gonna have to fuck a stadium. They just gonna put him in the middle of a town and tell everyone watch from all the buildings.
Yeah,
man. That's gonna.
I mean, Tyson just sold out 100K in 24 hours.
Yeah.
So,
all right, to get back to the original question, nobody thinks that White has a chance here. That's what y'all saying?
Come on, man. That's not even a man.
That's what y'all saying. White doesn't got a chance.
Not even a little bit. Man.
Oh wow. So y'all just gonna ignore the fact that he knocked Tyson Fury down and sparring multiple times, not once, not twice.
Where's the footage of
multiple
Wilder
times.
knocked him down too, but that man rose up like the Undertaker every time.
That's true. That's true.
That boy came up.
That's
Did
true.
you see that when they I think it was the second fight? That boy, I was like, what the hell going on here? This man literally woke up out of nowhere like he didn't just get flatlined.
Yeah, it was the first fight. Yeah, he
come
dropped
on,
him.
man. Okay.
On the total, before we get out of here, man, total other subject, man. Have y'all been watching Netflix, keeping up with Netflix and the Kanye West documentary?
I can't do that.
Did not start that. No.
Yo,
I can't do that.
Wait, what do y'all got against Kanye West?
Bro, Kanye, I could get into so much shit about Kanye, man.
I gotta hear this, man.
Old Kanye, whatever. Later
Old
on,
Kanye was like us, he just gonna have a good time vibe, do what he loved to do. This new Kanye, he a weirdo. We're gonna just say it like it is. Like he one of them. Kanye would be the first black school shooter. I'm just saying. He would be the first black school shooter in this day and age. I'm just saying. And you know it. This man got a picture of him burying a dweeb. Like, come on, he's burying a nerd. Because he piping his girl up because he didn't know what he was doing. He shouldn't got in that situation anyways.
Y'all gotta watch. Hold on, man. Y'all talking. Y'all don't know the context of the documentary. This shit is fire, man.
I'm pretty sure it is fire because I hear people talk about it. I just don't feel like I need to go out my way. It's probably like one of those series I might watch months later. Like, all right, let me see what this is about. And I don't really care to be on it right now. I know it's trending right now, but I don't care to be on it.
Nah, first of all, I like Kanye. I don't give a fuck about all the madness. I come from a lot of a long list of family with mental issues, so I'm kind of sympathetic towards that. But I just wanted to watch the documentary, and when I saw the content, not gonna lie, man, I felt a certain way, man. I felt inspired. And I can't even really discuss it because neither one of you guys seen this shit.
That's fine. You felt inspired. I mean, I know some people who watched Tinder Swindler and felt a little inspired. Like, yeah, maybe I should do that. I get it, but no, fuck that, man. I'm good.
Hey, you ain't lying. I don't think I'm gonna turn that on, my boy. I just think I can't do it. That man came to Charleston and he was talking about during the election time, slavery and stuff, like how slaves didn't want to do some. I forgot. I don't want to put words in his mouth. He was saying something about like slaves had a choice.
Yeah.
Do you know they started trying to shoot at this man? I'm not even lying. This is like 3 miles down the road, and I'm sitting here like this girl posted. I'm like, ain't no way he just said that.
I think a lot of shit he says gets taken out of context and misinterpreted. I also don't think he knows how to really. I think something pops in his head and he just says it.
But yeah, he's a supposed genius, self-proclaimed genius. He should know how to interpret himself better.
He's an Elon Musk, right? You don't see Elon saying that nut shit.
Nah,
I can't do it.
Nah. Elon done said some crazy shit, and I'm a Tesla fan.
But he ain't saying nothing about that. why you trying to run for the presidency, you know, because you know he really put his name in some states.
Yeah.
So he's saying that. Why he doing that?
The documentary gets into all that shit. One thing I want to say though is his self-belief is unmatched. For one, I wanted to touch on. He talks about his mother. You know, well, not talks about his mother. They show the relationship between him and his mother. And I just look at it, and he developed like this undeniable self-confidence, and it shows it from the beginning, where everyone wasn't fucking with him. No one fucked with him. They looked at him and just passed him over. No one wanted to give him any love, and he just kept believing in himself, and he became a fucking megastar. And I just feel like he had that mindset of undeniable belief, and that's kind of where I wanted to talk about. You know, I wanted to see if you guys saw the documentary because of that. Not so much the whole craziness of everything else, but
that aspect of it is amazing.
It's fucking mind-boggling because his self-belief, everyone calls it cocky, arrogant, all types of shit. And people hear it and you go, oh, this guy's off the rails, or he's this or he's that. His self-belief, even with him going off on some wild shit, is unbelievable. And everyone should kind of have that type of belief system. And this is kind of why I brought it up, because you're my brother. We do this show together. I'm starting to develop. Well, I've been had this almost the same type of mindset, and more people need to have his type of mindset in themselves. I'm not talking about the craziness. Have that undeniable belief and confidence in yourself. Sure. And that's kind of why I wanted to ask if y'all saw it, because too many times people put their belief system or love or self-love into other things that don't really matter or make sense. So it was kind of hard for me to put it in context because y'all ain't see it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? You said it with some passion. I understand that man's very passionate about what he did, and he didn't take no for an answer. I get that, and that is amazing.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Big Jules on the check-in, man.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out. But yeah, man, to continue, that is an amazing story. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, any man or woman, you know what I'm saying, who does like the impossible, that's amazing. But I guess for, you know, a lot of black and brown people, I guess he lost a lot of fans with some of the things that he said and the direction that he went. You know what I'm saying? So for some of us, it's like there's no coming back. But hey, old Kanye, I definitely fuck with that. New Kanye, I don't know, man.
Yo, you know, sometimes someone's life kind of pushes them in a way where it gets a little lost in the sauce.
Sure.
This is a mega star, you know, all these different things. His mother dying, he's grieving. His life is literally on camera. He can't even have a bad moment or a misstep or a mistake. And I'm not justifying some of the stuff he said, but there's certain days I wake up in the morning and I feel like the sky is blue. And I say it with undeniable confidence that day. But then the next day I wake up, that sky is purple as a motherfucker. And I'm just going to ride with that and say it. And people may look at you as like you fucking crazy. And he may not. I don't think he's crazy. Yeah.
What, you don't think he's crazy?
Nah, I know he's not crazy. I just feel like certain situations, he may have been mourning or going through some stuff. Everyone's a little fucking crazy, man. I'm fucking nuts.
You're gonna have them times. You're gonna have them times, but make sure them hoes ain't public. That man, he bugging. He bugging. At the end of the day, he bugging, man. He got too much money to be messing up like that. Nah.
Oh man.
The stuff that I don't like him for, he got too much money messing up for that stuff. Now, some things, public or not, people gonna have their own little selfish opinions and whatnot, but you don't put a picture of somebody burying somebody, you know, online. Like that right there is too far. And then you don't just say, you know, that stuff that he was saying that, you know, that I mentioned earlier. Like that right there.
Nah,
you're gonna have times, man, but when you say that kind of stuff, you know what you mean by that because you thought of that shit. But I get the concept, you know.
I think when it comes to that situation, he was talking more about a mentality. I think he was just specifically talking about a mentality, and I don't want to put words in his mouth. But now I want to speak on personal situations I went through, and I go through, and still go through, and still surrounded by. If the majority of the people you're around are negative, chances are you're going to be negative. You know what I mean? If everyone's delusional and with the way they see the world, you have to have a certain mindset. And I think he just looks at the world with undeniable confidence, and he wishes or kind of tries to project it or say it that everyone kind of had that type of energy or that type of mindset. That's where I think he was going in terms of that situation and that quote. It was a bad quote, but there's been plenty of times I'm around people that have this, oh, my friends is not supporting. These people aren't supporting. And he was like, fuck that. I'm supporting myself. I believe in myself. And I'm all about that type of time. I'm all about that. That's my motherfucking brother right there. But had he not been willing to come on today, I would have came on here anyway. I have that type of belief in myself. You know what I'm saying? Good thing I do got my brother on the side of me, and we all fucking on the same type of time. But there's been plenty of times I talk to him, yo, I'm not feeling it. And he'd be like, yo, I got control of the show.
Yeah.
But I think what he was talking about more was the mentality, energy, the mindset of people, and the negativity. That's all that I'm thinking. Yo, hold on, man. We got my brother Big Jules trying to jump in with us real quick. I'm gonna let him come on with us.
Yo,
what up, Playboy?
What up, man? What up?
What's good, brother?
What's going on, yo?
Chilling, man.
Yo, Jules, did you get to see the Kanye West joint?
Huh?
Did you get to see the Kanye West joint?
Yeah, that shit is fire, man.
Here we go. We got
if y'all understood, you getting feedback on me?
Nah, but put it up a little bit, brother.
Oh, I got the Knicks game on to see them lose again, but yeah, nah, that shit is deep, bro. It's deep, man. It shows you the will of one person going through all that shit, being in the Rockefeller studio, trying to be known as a serious rapper, man.
Right.
Like, to me, I think he was a writer and a rapper before he was a beat maker. You gotta love hip hop in that sense sometimes. Sometimes you don't make it. Sometimes you're just not good. You know what I mean? But he was good on the producing side and made him bring out everything he went through his moms and everything, his childhood growing up. People probably telling him he got big ass teeth. You see them teeth? Yo, did you see at the beginning? I was like, was he in the wire? I don't know, but
yeah, that shit is wild.
Yo, I was like, yo, is this him? I thought that shit was fake, bro.
Yo, to elaborate on what you said, that there are people that are dope, beyond fire, that when you hear them, you go, you should be fucking rich. There's no reason why you shouldn't be an artist.
Yeah.
But when you look at him and all the trials and tribulations, and he should have not made it, but his undeniable belief was like, fuck that, I'm gonna make it. There's so many people out there that don't understand what it is to grind and overcome and achieve. And I just thought it was dope content that captured it before he even popped.
Yeah.
So y'all talking about the old Kanye, it really catches it from then.
You could tell how he was like brought up, right? Especially from his mother.
Yeah.
His mother, even when she'll see something, like he'll be down or something, and his mother will just like, yo, you all right? I think, and then she'll kick she gave him that confidence, she'll be like, kick that freestyle you kick for me. She gave him confidence. You know what I'm saying? And
that's pretty dope.
A lot of houses don't do that. Like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody, not some parents do that. They just want you to go be like me. That's that PTSD passed down. You know what I'm saying? That's you get past that shit down. Like my mother and father don't do that. What do you mean? Yo, you got these, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be racist. You got, Caucasians in these neighborhoods, and they teach their kids to jump over that rock. To go do this, to be fearless. That's a lot of problems in our areas, you know what I'm saying? Like it teaches us to fear. You know what I'm saying? We feel we gotta do other things, but I don't want to get into that because I'm going to some other shit. This is like some old vibes and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's how Kanye grew up, bro. Like he didn't have no stop in him. Like to have somebody recording him saying that he gonna be great one day, like that shit is crazy. Like I'm amazed, man. And I don't want to take up to your time, but the dude, look, you ain't that crazy. You making all that money, bro. You gotta have some smarts money.
Of course,
he's a businessman.
Niggas ain't got nobody that's coming out right.
Businesses.
Yeah.
Corporations. Like he playing the game. But he ain't trying to end it on a bad note. They try to end your career in that industry, man, that music industry, when you go against the grain. But he got too big. He made himself too big, like almost like Mike Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So, man, the dude's a genius, bro. Yeah, he cried like a baby sometimes when he don't get his way. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like what it did was you see one perspective on Fox or whatever on TV. You see one perspective of it. Now this is showing you the other side to it, and you got to come up with your own truth on what you think happened. Right. But I know when I watched his truth, what he put out there, my truth is, I wish I kind of had that mother that would have instilled that type of guidance.
Yeah.
And I'm such a late bloomer because I had to become that person for myself.
Yeah, man. It's hard, bro.
It is. And you know what's the problem is too many people live in that world of doubt and fear and all types of negative energy and minds.
Right.
They can't even grasp that craziness. But
nah, bro, it got you. This shit, the Matrix, like you. This shit is real out here, man. This shit is real out here, B. They got everybody programmed to follow who, but I'm not getting into that, guys. We're going way off topic. I know it's a boxing channel.
It's hard to get deep.
It's a boxing channel. Shit.
They got me over here contemplating if I want to watch that or not. They got me over here like, ew, I gotta.
You wasn't gonna watch it?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm more of a realist, so I get where y'all coming from. I ain't biased on that subject because that's a lot. That side is different than his social Instagram publicity side.
Yeah.
You know, how he grew up is different. Like I'm looking at the stuff that he's done out here in the public for clicks and views and stuff, not that part. Because I get that. You know, people grow up a lot different. And I've seen that where you don't have, a certain support system, or you can look and see, which household has that family that pushes them and teaches them the small things. You teach the kid the small things growing up. Come on, man. They grow up with so much respect, so much more knowledge of knowing that they don't have to stay in this city or this state that
Yeah,
it's
bro.
okay to move away and get your money and better yourself because you want the next generation to be better. I get that.
Right.
So that's a whole different other side than what I was clowning about earlier. Like, so I could look at that and watch his film from that perspective and not watch it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Research.
You just gotta give him the respect of just looking at his, like, you know what I'm saying, just looking at him, you know what I'm saying, like as a man, as an individual, we all different, bro. Like I knew D for a long time, right? But we two different people, but we understand life. We understand what need to be done, like, and you know what I'm saying, you can't once you understand life, and life has to be protected, and I'm talking about nature, I'm talking about all this. Then it's like you look at each other like you my brother, because we understand shit. You know what I'm saying? We understand. So, but with Kanye, Kanye is just, I could have my own show, bro. But he's so confident. I'm talking about my life. He's so confident that he don't care if he has it all on blast. And that's all on blast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. So, I gotta respect the man and just look at it, man.
Yo, you know, if you just take, I want to say, like, a look at the first 10 minutes of the first episode, and if you don't get the vibe that it's your type of shit, don't watch it.
I mean, I understand that it could definitely be inspirational. I understand that. I think for some people, he just lost some people, man. And I understand, like, when you get to a certain plateau in life, and maybe, like you said, maybe sometimes some of the things he says, he doesn't express it well, and it gets taken the wrong way. And because of those things, some people don't go back. Some people real militant with it. And being a black man, I understand the real militant side, and then I understand the other side where you try to be like, I can understand that. And me, sometimes I fall in the middle, because you kind of got to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I think he lost a lot of people, and that's what it is.
My thing is, right, because don't get me wrong, I slipped, like, I ran away from the dude too for a minute, like, wait, but then I rechecked everything, because I like looking at shit from like an overall perspective, like,
right.
You got to hear
what made him do that, why he's doing that, how he grew up. Then I started digging deep, because I love digging deep. Like, I look back, I do ancient history, Sumerian, Babylonian, Acadia. I be all in it. So I like digging, because I think that's where you find the source. You're never going to find the first source, but you keep digging, you're going to find, you know what I'm saying, more than what you thought you knew. You know what I'm saying? But, but you gotta watch that show, man. I think it's good. Even in, like, after the first episode, you're not feeling it, give it a little episode and a half. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not telling you to watch it. It's a good ass documentary, man, for real.
You know what's crazy is that he legit documented it. Well, not him. The guy who, it's someone else who produced the documentary. The dude Cootie caught the whole shit from the beginning. So he already had a buzz in Chicago from producing, but he wasn't rich, wasn't getting money. He was starting to develop a buzz, and it shows you the whole rise. So it was just dope, man, to see that perspective. But me, I took away from it the mindset. And I'm just always about, you got to hold yourself accountable for everything. That's the way you got to look at life. And a lot of people don't have that inner confidence, man. And it was just a cool video to see his mother give him the confidence, and you could get where his whole arrogance and everything comes from. But, it was just a dope perspective, man.
I think it's just another chapter in his journey. Be just like everybody here. I think we got chapters in our journey. Yeah.
Well,
y'all wasn't up on the podcast before this, and y'all wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, there's always chapters to people's journeys. You know what I'm saying? Whether they got to go through a rough time, they got to go through it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But eventually you're gonna find yourself, man. Because like losing somebody, especially your moms like that, in the middle of your success, not even she got to the takeoff, but she didn't get to, you know what I'm saying, see what he is now. Like, as a person, you go through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think there's levels, and I think he's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, he gonna come out the other side clean like Andy Dufresne. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't agree, that's just him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yo,
Sure.
Your work, you got anything else?
Nah, man. Just again, man, shout out to everybody out there in Ukraine, man. My heart goes out to you. These people, you know, the suffering. So my heart goes out to these people, man. They built different.
Yeah, facts, man.
They really built different out there, man. Like they not leaving without a fight. And if anybody wants to go out their way and actually look at the map, at a globe, and look how small a country they are compared to Russia, they putting up a fight, man.
Yo, you seen that video with the warship? And they was like, listen, and they was like, Russian warship, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
they told me we gonna blow the whole
they
island
built
up,
different.
and all the niggas said, Russian warship, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Now that's understanding your spirit.
Yeah.
You understand me? That's understanding your spirit. Like, you know, you kill me, I'm still gonna get reincarnated in something else. Cause I got wiser. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go against the hate. You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, nothing bugged me out more than to see all the former champions suit up. Oh wait, Lomachenko.
Former and current.
Yeah, current.
Usyk is out there.
Yo, they fucking.
Yeah.
Yo, they strapped up, ready. Yo. And
yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's all about you want your peace, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, sometimes you do gotta fight for yours.
Oh yeah. Man.
You know what I mean? Even if your spirit, you know what I'm saying, is the strongest, you know, you gotta fight for yours, man. The universe understands it, you know. So
I'm glad it understands that. I'm not built for that shit. Yo, that's my
I'm
word.
busting, bro. I'm busting.
I ain't even like playing.
I'm on somebody's top. You better put that young boy in the air and go get it. Hey, ain't no running, man.
Yo, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm in South Carolina. Everybody gonna come out strapped.
Yo, bro.
We hear one sound. Somebody ready to just.
I see you Saving Private Ryan. I said, damn, I might have to do this shit one day.
Nah,
this shit crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to do that one.
No,
day.
not me, nigga. I got a bad back and shit. They ain't gonna my ass. I'm gonna be here protecting my home court.
Hey, boy, you better get in the tree stand or something. You better start sniping. I'm telling you, like,
yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
If that happens to us, you gotta really think deep about that, man. Like, it probably ain't because we them niggas, but like, you know, ain't nobody mess with America like that. They ain't getting down like that.
Yeah, them niggas are scumbags too, though.
Think about if that ever happened, like, it won't happen to us. But think about if that ever happened. Would you?
No,
really
don't say it won't happen to us.
Up? Would you take off, or would you just, you know, would you get right? What you do?
Mike, you don't even.
I'm not fighting nobody else. Like,
I'm driving that bus to Canada. We are out of here. What are you talking about?
No. Let me get a couple shots off first. Let me get a couple rounds off first, my boy.
No, bro. If I see you, I'm protecting you. If I see anybody in this room, I'm protecting you.
Yo.
But as far as them dudes talking about, yo, go over there and go kill China, man, what he do to me?
Nah, I don't care.
I'm supposed to put a bullet in this dude's head right in front of his family?
Nah,
crazy?
Nah.
Yeah.
So look, it all comes down, man. We all need to get sovereign and get the fuck out of here. That's it, man.
Yo,
get off this shit.
Anything pop off, I'm not Lomachenko. I'm not Vitaly. I'm Jerry motherfucking Maguire. I'm getting behind the wheel, and I'm going, who's coming with me? We out of here. Canada.
Hey, that boy gonna be like that, Will Smith, and oh my god, pulling up in the taxi, boy.
Yo, I can drive, man. I can make it to Canada in 6 hours, brother.
Yo,
I want to appreciate everyone who checked in with us. I want to thank my brother Julian, fucking forever, my brother.
Man.
Mike, I appreciate you for jumping in, hitting us.
Yo, good talking to y'all too, man.
You already know what it is.
Yo, everyone, take care. Make sure to subscribe, man. That's all.
Yeah.
I'll take it easy.
Right,
we out of here.
Later, brothers.